Hey guys, RockingTheBlade here once again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my spoiler-free movie review of Bad Times at the El Royale. Ooh, it's a hotel in the movie. And here's a question I got for you: what do you get when you have a black singing woman, a hippie-looking woman, an old priest, and a middle-aged man who sells vacuum cleaners, or salesman, if you will. What do you get when you put all four of them in the hotel? All hell breaks loose. That's what happens. Or are they the things that they say they are? But it's an interesting movie. It's not what you see. If you think it's gonna be one thing, it's gonna completely turn you on its head. It's something else, and it's really good. Like mystery suspense thriller kind of movie. I really like it. It's really well written, really well acted. I was engaged throughout. Though I'm gonna address the elephant in the room because some people complain, well, they do too many flashbacks from different perspectives. It's so annoying. And for some people, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. Though I mean, it's a little annoying, but they show you why they from this. It serves a purpose. It's not like pointless. Oh, we're going back to this because we gotta see that guy scratching his ass. If it led to something pointless, then I don't understand. But it's a little annoying because you want to keep going and see what the hell happens next because it gets really intense at times. Trust me. And I'm on the edge of my seat. I even scream like whoa because cause certain actions happened and then I was like reacting to it. So it goes to show how invested I was into the story and characters and the movie itself. But, I mean, I understand that there's that annoyance, but there's a reason. Hold on. Excuse me. There's a reason behind. There's a reason behind why they go back and show those things. Because they want to, show you, hey, it's from this character's perspective, but look, we're adding new to it. So is this the same old stuff that we saw already and adding nothing new to it? Or there's no purpose in showing it? Then I understand it getting annoying. Like, really? Okay. Why we didn't see this? Does it add nothing to the story? But each time we go back, it adds to the story. Just when you think it didn't. And at some point, I'm like, okay, why are we doing this? I'm like, I want to know what happens to them here. Why are we going back to this? But when you keep going, you're like, oh, okay. But there's certain ones that I like, they should maybe show it sooner or let that play out first and then get to back to the scene. You know what I mean? Because I felt okay, they should have told us that earlier. I didn't really need to go back for that. I mean, I understand it's not the purpose, and I'm glad I know why these certain characters are at the hotel. But it's like, couldn't you show that earlier? That's just my opinion on that. But despite that, each flashback, so the last one, I was like, what? I mean, it gets really intense. It gets really intense in the last third act. I was like, oh my god, and it pulls you back. I admit, at first I'm like, really? Why? Why would you do that? I was annoyed, but then when you saw the last character's flashback, and when it goes back, it's like, oh, I saw what. Now I know why they show that, and the payoff is worth it in my opinion. I mean, people found that last part annoying because it's getting really intense, and I understand it is a little bit annoying. I'm not saying it's not, but there was a purpose, and it was well worth to go back to show you because the end result was worth it. I was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. I was not expecting that at all. But there's a lot of twists and turns. You think, oh, you had a character. Once you think oh, I had this character figured out, boop, the movie flips it on your head. So there's one character. I was like, oh, you're thinking he's just that trait of a character, but then it flips on his head and it's like, oh, I was not expecting that. And a lot of times, I was expecting one thing and oh wow, the story changed and twists and it's like, wow, and it's like, this is really a really well written, really well acted movie. Again, like with First Man, kudos to the set designers because it made you feel like it has that, I believe, that 50s, 60s kind of vibe to it. It looks really nice. It was really good. It makes you feel like this, I like the idea of how, half of it, and this half is California, the other half is Las Vegas, so you can drink here or gamble over there. The idea of it's a really unique hotel. And it's funny enough, my older brother liked the hotel so much that he wouldn't mind staying in a hotel like that if it's real. I'm not sure if it's real or not. I mean, if it is, I'm pretty sure it's getting a lot of business now like for example, like the Night of the Museum movies. Hold on, excuse me, I had dinner earlier. Sorry about that. Like the Night of the Museum movies. Ever since that got shown, a lot of people are going to the museum in New York. So that hotel is real, which I doubt it is. But if it is, it's getting a lot more business now. Or someone should make it. I mean, I wouldn't mind staying in a place like that, honestly. Just don't make it like too authentic to it. You know what I mean? But don't do everything that the movie did. You'll find out why. I don't want to spoil anything, but you'll find out why. But it's really intense, really well acted. You're invested in all the characters, especially Chris Hemsworth's character, who shows up in the third act. I think like kind of like near the end of the second act, but like really shows up in the third act. He commands the camera and scene. He was really good. Goes to show you, man, he can do a lot of different roles besides Thor. So people that say, "Oh, Chris Hemsworth is just Thor," he is typecast. The bad time of the Royale shows that that's not the case. To me, he's been proved. He did other movies that I liked, but this further proves that no, this dude's not a one-trick pony. He can definitely do more than just being superhero roles. He can play this creepy, like sex cult kind of guy. That's the vibe I get from him. But still, he was very charismatic and he commanded the camera in that third act for real. It was like really intense, and I think John Hammer, who plays the salesman, his name is, did a good job. Jeffrey Morgan, I could say. I hope I'm getting his saying his name right. I could be derping. I apologize. Plays the old preacher. He did a good job too. Everyone else is kind of new blood, but still, they all did fantastic. I hope I'm saying his name right. And I'm saying like, yeah, that's not his name. Like, yeah, sorry, I should have researched this, but I'm doing it live because I saw it like yesterday, and I want to like do it now before I forget. And it's a really good movie. Like, it's really well shot, really well directed and acted. The scenery is like just beautiful. It's a very unique movie. So it's like intense in your face. You're invested throughout. The one thing though, if I gotta say two bad things about the movie. One, some of the flashbacks could have been done a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like not that a point, but they could have like at least show that first or earlier. You know what I'm saying? And build up to the more important ones, like that. Like kind of build up to it, to the more important ones. And secondly, even though the hotel's at a unique location, and it's very unique, you know, the idea that, you know, one half is like California, other half is Vegas, you can gamble here, but drink over here, you know what I'm saying? It's very unique in each, you know, and it looks, you know, has this different style of it. It looks really, really nice. They didn't really utilize it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a nice hotel, and it's cool, but I felt like it was just a unique, hey, let's have a unique, cool, like, place to do this movie in. I mean, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, this type of movie could have worked with, like, any hotel, if you want my personal opinion. But I think this was something that, you know, they want something, you know, unique and different, which it was. It's very unique. It was very different from any other hotel I've seen in a movie before. There probably have been other ones, but this is like the first movie like, oh, this hotel is very different than what I'm usually seeing in movies involving hotels. But it's just like, they didn't really utilize it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I felt like they could have done more with it. They didn't really, it was just there to have a cool place to do this movie. But despite that, though, the movie was good. Great, even. Yeah, I think you have an awesome time with it. It's like I said, it has a lot of twists and turns. You think it's going this way, when it's actually going this way. And just, you know, characters are not what they say they are or who they are. It's just, oh my god, it's like, what's gonna happen? It's just like on the edge of your seat, especially the third act. And that last flashback, where especially when it comes back, what happens? Oh, like I was not expecting that. This movie constantly just like, you think you got this movie figured out, and it just flips it just flips on your head. And you're like, whoa, you know, and I like that. I like movies that keep me guessing. You know what I mean? But overall, it's a good movie. It's a good time. Definitely go see it. It's you know what I mean. Definitely go see Bad Times at the El Royale. So overall, it's fantastic. All the actors did great. You know, all the veteran actors did their part. The new blood did fantastic. That was definitely a future in this business too. Even if some of them are veterans, I apologize. This is the first time I'm seeing them, but still, it goes to show you why they're in why they're getting roles the way they are, because they're killing it movie wise. I mean, acting wise, they're killing it, picking great roles and being in great movies, showing off their acting chops. So kudos to them, and again kudos to the set designer and writing and directing. It's just a damn good movie. It's a good suspense thriller movie. I cannot recommend it enough. I mean, go see Bad Times at the El Royale. It's a damn good time. And if it's a real hotel, hey, let me know in the comment section if it's real or not. If it is, I mean, I wouldn't mind staying in a place like that, honestly. But then again, would you? I mean, I would. I mean, I know there wouldn't be hotels that wouldn't do that. But one thing I will say, though, you will never look at hotels the same way again after seeing this movie. You will never look at hotels the same way. I will say this much. You're going to cover, when you see a big mirror in your room, you're going to get a big blanket and cover it. Trust me, when you see the movie, you'll know why I said that. He's like, nope. Alright, guys. Alright, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. As always, RockingTheBlade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day.